okay, it's hold a sentence time. Are you ready? Here is your hold a sentence for today. It is the first girl burst in through the door, full stop. The first girl burst in through the door, full stop. Okay, so look, I've given you a clue. Here's the first word with a capital letter. The first, first, girl, this girl. The first girl burst. It's got this in it, burst, burst, in, through. Let's Fred talk the word through. Through. Okay, burst in through the door. Or, full stop. You can try and extend that sentence with and, or but, or because. Make sure you've got these 4 things. I want to see finger spaces between your words. I want to see your letters sitting on the line, unlike Mrs. Marshman. I want to see a capital letter at the beginning of your sentence. Stop wobbling the camera, Mrs. Marshman. And a full stop at the end. When you've done your hold a sentence, we're going to move into our space work today. Now, this is going to really excite you guys. You have all finished your space books and they look amazing, absolutely amazing. So you should have now put them all together with your glossary. Some of you added a fact page at the end or a did you know page. Contents pages are all there in page order, Mrs. Marshman, not alphabetical order. So well done. But what a great keepsake you've now got of all of your work about information sentences. Now we're going to stick today with information sentences, and you are going to laugh really, really loud when I tell you what sort of information sentences you're going to be writing about today. It's going to be all about how to go to the toilet in space. How funny. Now I've put on Tapestry a little video of an astronaut explaining how you use the toilet in space. Now he doesn't really go for a wee or a poo in space, but he shows you. He uses some water and he uses a packet, I think, of mushrooms and he shows you how they do it in space. Now today's writing task is going to be to design a poster. Using the information that you find out about from the video, you're going to then design a poster. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pause the video now and I want you to go and watch the video of the astronaut explaining how to use the toilet in space. And then come back. Right, okay. So here is my poster. Now I've done a lot of work on my poster on the computer. I've put a nice title there that says Using the Toilet in Space. And I've drawn an astronaut and I've drawn the toilet that he was talking about. And I've drawn this suction tube with the funnel on the end. And I've put here, look, number 1. That's like liquid, isn't it? That's for urine. We call that wee, don't we? And I've put here number 2, which is when we do a poo. Now, what I have already done, I've already typed these in here, is I have now drawn, I've made little fact boxes. And in my fact box, I've drawn an arrow to my pictures. Okay, so I've drawn the picture and now I'm trying to explain in my picture what it is, what this part does. So I've put here an arrow and I've written astronauts wee into a tube filled with suction so nothing escapes. Do you remember when he put the tissue on the top of it? And that's to make sure that nothing goes out into the atmosphere where they're flying around, but it all goes down the tube. And remember, he showed you how to turn the nozzle to stop anything coming back out. I've written another information box because he also said that urine, that's an interesting word. If I had a glossary, if I was writing a book about this, urine is another word for wee. Urine is recycled into drinking water. So they've got special equipment, chemicals and procedures to make sure that they can turn that liquid back into drinking water that is safe for them to drink. Okay, now I've also put some information boxes over here on my poster. I've started it here and I've drawn an arrow pointing to the toilet and I've put, when astronauts poo, it's sucked into a special bag in the toilet. And we saw him putting the toilet bag in, didn't we? And you could see it kind of was sucked to the outsides, which helps it to go down, give it a little bit of gravity. And then, do you remember what he said they do? I've drawn the window there and I've drawn an arrow going whoop. It's released into space where it burns up in the Earth's atmosphere like shooting stars. Can you imagine that, looking up into the night sky and thinking, oh, that's a pretty star up there. It might actually be an astronaut's poo. Oh! Well, I hope you guys are going to have great fun today designing your poster. Remember the things I'm looking for. I'm looking for capital letters. I'm looking for all-important finger spaces. Sit those letters on the line. Make sure it's neat. Please take your time. Don't rush it. Sit your letters on the line. I want to see your sentences extended with words like and, but, or because, and then finish your sentence with a full stop. Remember to use fact boxes and arrows and diagrams and decorate your poster beautifully. Bye-bye.